Ladies and gents, welcome to another YouTube exclusive Voice of Nick show. Playing more Shadowrun Returns, and we're currently posing as a janitor in order to get to the top floor of this building. So let's see if we can do it. What can I do for you? I need to get upstairs. My supervisor said there's more cleaning to do. The top floors may only be accessed with express authorization of Eric Silverstar, our VP of Security. You can head to the lower floors if your supervisor wants. Hey, I found all these chips on some of the Matrix switch boxes. Is that important? The guard thinks for a moment and activates his comm link. He turns his back on you and has a brief conversation, then he turns back. Mr. Silverstar wants to see you in his office immediately. Well, that worked out. There we go. Heading on over. Collecting the sample. The brutish dog-eat-dog existence of a slum dweller is a far cry from the quiet desperation and existential nothingness of a corporate wage slave. Yet after your time at Telestrian Industries, it's unclear which is more bleak. The elevator rises smoothly, its blanderized music assaulting you once again as you ascend the executive floor. And your goal. Damn, their perspective on corporate life in this game is savage. They do not like the corporate lifestyle in Shadowrun Returns. Which I guess makes sense, because they're all hackers and, counterculture guys. Okay, so this is a different area. Oh, I remember when we blazed through this zone. Hey, this is a restricted area. You can't go in there. Okay. Let's see what our stuff is. Don't blow your cover. Find the Aegis sample. Also, we have some good karma points to spend. Let's take a look at what we can get. Quickness we want. Rifle we want. But we have maxed out quickness, so we need to get... Can I not get the next quickness? Why not? Oh, quickness. I was looking at ranged combat. So this deals with chance to hit in ranged combat, reduces the chance to be hit by enemy physical attacks, but it does not reduce the chance to be hit by ranged attacks. I wonder what does. I don't think anything does. Anything I can click on in here? There you are. It seems that my best are letting me down. It's good to see that you're displaying one of the most important of my 3 key values. Well, it's duty above all, right? He laughs. Well, yes, that is the first value, and I'm glad more than those outside of security follow it, and from a janitor no less. No, I'm speaking of my 3rd and final value of vigilance, which seems to be sorely lacking around here. We prefer building maintenance, sir. Of course you do. Now please start filling out the report on the data pad, and I'm afraid I must ask you not to sit in my chair given your attire. I need to go head downstairs and investigate your findings. I'll be right back. Alright, leaving us alone, that's nice. Your comm link begins to ring. You pick up. So, these paintings must be what all these expensive deliveries were. You don't have much time. I'm tracking Silverstar. He's already stepping off the elevator. I don't think your disguise will hold up much longer. I'll update you on his movements. Hurry, mon ami. Okay, how do we know which painting to do then? That's probably the thing they said about researching him. There's an open bottle of expensive scotch and a single glass that appears to be half empty and a half smoked cigar. Don't you mean half full? The painting is of a small lighthouse in an intense storm at night, perched on a rocky outcropping. Its light stabs out in the darkness. The plaque reads Vigilance. Okay, so we're probably gonna have to do ones that outline his 3 key things. This painting shows a wild mountain landscape with clouds ringing lofty peaks. The plaque reads Independence. And I assume every wrong answer we get means that we get closer to blowing our cover. This is a photorealistic painting of 5 massive harvesters in Telestrian colors in a staggered formation cutting a swath across a rippling field of wheat. The plaque reads Unity. Depicted is a clock tower at a train station in downtown Portland in the tier. The plaque reads Efficiency. This shows a profile of 3 elves in Telestrian security uniforms looking upward at a flag flying the Telestrian logo. The plaque reads Duty. So maybe we have to do them in order of the 3 key things. Oh, The frame clicks into place and the painting slides back into the wall. Okay, yeah, we probably do have to do it in order then. So what was the third, second and third? I don't remember the order. Duty above all was the first. Vigilance was either the second or the third. Maybe unity? Let's see, vigilance we're gonna do second. No, that screwed it up. He has a few girls, a tech worker and very nervous wage slave gathered in a boardroom and is beginning to question them. Okay, so these got screwed up. So it's vigilance, or rather duty, then... I was right about this too. This essentially changes the amount of chances we have. Efficiency or... Independence is not going to be one. Unity or efficiency? Let's say this one. Damn! He has finished interviewing Matrix Tech and is now talking sternly to a pair of guards. So I'm going to say unity then. Or efficiency, rather. That's it. And then duty. Now he is talking to the wage slaves. This is not going well. They are raising their voices. Got him. Oh, wait. I need all 5? Oh, no. We're good. We're good. Yeah, baby. Oh, he's got some rare pieces of artwork, it looks like. Cool. This is like a guy with a gun. It's a heck of a picture. There's a safe that has a large DNA scanner on the front, most likely keyed to Mr. Silverstar. How am I gonna get that? Oh, maybe I can use like a fingerprint off the glass because it's half full. Pick up the half-smoked cigar, okay. Put the moist end of the cigar on the DNA scanner. With a click and a faint hiss of escaping air, the safe opens. Great work, mon ami. The time for stealth has passed. It set off every alarm in the system, but I have unlocked the executive elevator and your pass is clear. Head to the elevator and make your escape. Alright, so now, just gotta get the heck out of here. We're probably not gonna be undercover anymore. Well, nobody's attacking us yet. That's a good sign. Oh, I like this TV has some news on it or something. It's like a newspaper on the TV. Detective McCluskey stands smirking, surrounded by armed and twitchy Lone Star officers. Good morning, moron. Good morning, Detective McCluskey. It's a fine day for police corruption, isn't it? The smirk broadens. That's right, dummy. Keep flapping your jaw. That sort of thing will be perfect for where you're going. Mr. Telestrian wants to meet you in person. He wants to chat about last night's fun and games. You can come along quietly, or you can meet him in a body bag. He smiles wolfishly. Come on, Dreckfa Brains, make the wrong choice. Let's get this over with. I have things to do. Damn, I was hoping I'd be able to bring you in feet first. Yeah. The estate. From the floor of the Lone Star cruiser, you watch the tops of the downtown corridor's office buildings disappear, replaced by the gray overcast of the I-90 bridge. The nylon restraints binding your wrists and ankles, along with McCluskey's whistling to the radio, make for an unpleasant ride. A half hour later, the cruiser hits a whisper-smooth patch of road and a magnificent mansion fills your view. Its design a blend of old-world finery and elvish grace. The car pulls to an abrupt halt, and you're dragged onto the driveway, where McCluskey pulls a nasty-looking knife and cuts your bonds. You look up to see you're surrounded by a squad of green-clad ghosts, Special Forces troops from Tir Ternir, massaging the feeling back into your numb extremity as you prepare to meet the man himself, James Telestrian III. You're not going anywhere. McCluskey smirks. Want some advice, moron? Of course you don't. You're a Shadowrunner and you live by your own rules, don't you? I suggest you keep your smart-ass remarks to yourself this time, Elf. Mr. Telestrian isn't some street meat you can oppress or intimidate. He's the brains behind the throne of Tir Ternir, and he's one of the richest men in Seattle. And he holds your leash, right, McCluskey? You his lapdog? His eyes say, I'd love to kill you now, but his mouth continues to smirk. I got one of the richest and most powerful men in the Pacific Northwest taking care of me, dumbass. What do you got? Free will. You're dumber than I thought. Enjoy your chat, I'll dispose of your body later. Mr. Quoth. Am I not talking to him? The fussy elf with an air of a Victorian butler studies you from your toes to the tips of your pointed ears before he speaks. Wow, I love this guy already. Mr. Telestrian is expecting you. You'll find him in his office. Thank you, Jeeves. He's not amused. Delighted to be of service. You may wait here for a few moments to gather yourself before you enter Mr. Telestrian's office. Some people find that they need time to prepare themselves before meeting an elf of his stature. However, the upstairs is off limits to you, and the library is occupied at the moment. Do not tarry, though. Mr. Telestrian is not one to be kept waiting long. Oh, that's nice of them to let us take the time. It's a really nice area. Oh, big-ass area. And it's this guy. What's Algernon doing here? There's a twinkle in Algernon's eye that wasn't there when you spoke at the Seamstresses Union. It is good to see you again. There is much to do. You run in some pretty different circles, don't you, Algernon? I do not run at all, little Sammy. I go where I am needed. I am needed here. Seek me out after you have spoken to James Telestrian. Perhaps I can be of service again. I wonder if I'll get in trouble for going upstairs. Oh no, it just doesn't allow me up. Damn, this is a really nice bunch of architecture. I love this artwork. This game is top quality. Really, really good stuff. It also, from my previous time playing it, I remember it having a really good level editor, like a campaign editor. It's very robust. As you approach, whoa, James Telestrian III looks up from the computer screen built into the surface of his desk and assesses you. Calculating and cold, a practiced smile comes to his face. He vibes the kind of rich you don't get from Trivid. It's not the clothing or the trappings or the bow before your betters mansion. It's something else. The feeling that you're being categorized as a resource or a liability or a pawn. I have been reviewing the results of your visit to my Seattle office last night. I admit, they're impressive. You've generated a considerable amount of damage to my office complex, killed or wounded many of my security personnel, and cost my vice president of security his job. In 24 hours, you've accumulated quite a bill with me, ma'am. How do you intend to settle your debt? Once my current assignment is complete, I'd be happy to discuss working off my debt to you, Mr. Telestrian. That discussion may happen one day, assuming the outcoming of this conversation does not result in your immediate termination. When one is in my debt, they remain in my debt until such time that I decide that debt is repaid. There will be no negotiation on that point. However, you have one piece of information which might use as a bargaining chip in the little time you have left to live. Why you took what you took. I'm interested to know why you and your team of criminals fought your way through my security teams up to my private office to access the Matrix and uncover the location of a simple research project. The most protective item is usually the most valuable. That's why I took it. That stands to reason. However, I do not believe it's the case in this instance. I understand that people of your line of work pride themselves on their discretion. It is often the key to survival. But I am attempting to have a direct conversation with someone whose talents I respect, so I encourage you to speak freely. It'll save me time and you a great deal of pain. Let me try a different tack. Do you know my cousin Lynn? Yes, I've met her. Your half-sister Jessica Watts introduced us. Why? This interview is not two-way. I ask the questions. However, your talents continue to impress. I see that you're holding some of my family's dirty laundry. Did my cousin or her friend Jessica hire you to attack my office? Yeah, they tried to kill me, so I wanted to return the favor. I need Project Aegis to do it. I see. And what do you believe Project Aegis does? Well, it somehow kills the giant insect spirits that are protecting Jessica. Well, I find your bluntness somehow refreshing. He touches a button on the desk. Mr. Quoth, please ask my daughter to join us. The young pretty elf has dark circles under her eyes and a haunted expression on her face. She recognizes you instantly. It's you. You're the woman who helped me escape from the Universal Brotherhood. How did you get here? Telestrian cuts in quickly. Thank you, Marie-Louise. You have confirmed the identity of your rescuer and given me reason to forgive her for her trespasses against me. She looks hungry for help. I'm glad you're here. Good to see you got out okay, Marie-Louise. I'm not okay. I can't sleep at all. I'm afraid that this is a dream, or that I'll wake up and still be there with the bugs. You can relax, Marie-Louise. You're safe now. It's over. No, it won't be over until they are dead. She shudders. You didn't see them. You didn't understand. You and those men you flew in here, all you do is talk. It's just like you to form a committee, Father. I knew that someone had to take action. That's why I got Hakim involved. The already cold exterior of James Telestrian III turns to ice. I see. It was you and your crippled little friend who'd leaked Aegis to this woman. We'll speak of it later, in private. Now then, little Sammy, there are people I wish you to meet. The committee my daughter alluded to. This is a rare opportunity for a woman of the streets such as yourself. I urge you to behave. We'll adjourn to the library. I'd be delighted. I don't know if that's sarcasm or not. Just behave. There's a weight in Telestrian's library. A sense of magnitude and of purpose. You're no longer in the presence of mere wealth. You're in the presence of history. Oh, wow, look at these guys. Oh, man, look at the guards. They have a cool outfit as well. Jester guy. Oh, this is what's his name. We don't know these guys. And these outfits, I gotta get my hands on one of those. Guys, we're gonna have a meeting with these magicians and jesters. I don't know what's going on. I'll see you guys on the next one. Make sure you subscribe on this YouTube channel so you can see these Shadowrun Returns episodes come out every Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, and Sunday, 4 times a week. I'll see you guys on the next one. Thank you for watching, and bye-bye.